fellow named Nick Saban coached the Miami Dolphins for a couple of years. When he did, he lived in this house right here. Didn't do worth a darn with the Dolphins, but did A-OK in Alabama. Nick Saban, the Alabama football coach, highest paid state employee in Alabama, only in America. This house on the right used to remake the movie Cape Fear with Robert De Niro and Nick Nolte. And these folks on the right-hand side not taking any chances with the rising sea levels. Look how high that new seawall is. Yeah, this house on the right-hand side with the American flag probably flying, sold 2 years ago for $5 million. That was 200 years ago when the U.S. government bought Florida from the Spaniards for $5 million. Not a bad real estate investment. And this piece of property on the left-hand side belongs to a fellow out of Michigan. He's got a chain of barbershops called Lady Jane's Haircuts. Yeah, check out the rendering of what they're going to build on this piece of property. And that house behind us, people call the Harry Potter house, belongs to a fellow who was lucky enough to marry a resident billionaire's niece. Now this house on the left-hand side with the lights on the dock, that's the CEO of Seminole Gaming, the Hard Rock Casino. I paid for about 5% of that place. And this house on the right-hand side, people call the Energizer Bunny house. Just keeps on going and going right around the corner. The main house is 5 homes, all connected together to create one big house. And that house belongs to the West family. They own a company called Pet Supermarket, a pet supply chain. And that's where that resident billionaire, Wayne Huizenga, used to live. The only man in history to come up with 3 Fortune 500 companies, Blockbuster, Automation, and Waste Management. Hey, look at the size of the single-family house on the left-hand side. Now that one belongs to a fellow out of Tennessee that's in the swimming pool business, leisure pools and spas. Now I've been told that house has a 22-car garage. Wouldn't you love to see what's in that garage? I know I would. That red brick house on the right-hand side, 8 bedrooms, 8 baths on 2 acres. Sold recently for $16 million, and the whisper around town is they're going to tear that house down. Looks okay to me. What do you guys think? Now look at this new construction on the right-hand side. Look at the size of this place. They tore down 2 perfectly good homes to start building this house. Being built by fellas out of India. He's got a company called A&B Diversified. He's definitely diversified. He handles ladies' cosmetics and industrial equipment. That's diversified. Over here on the left-hand side, house with a for sale sign. $50 million is what they're asking.
$15 million.
Yeah, that belongs to the family that's in the internet marketing business. And also, he's the pickleball guru of Fort Lauderdale. He opened the pickleball court or stadium by the airport.
I don't know why he bothered. He looks like he could play pickleball in that house. This one with the turquoise chairs, about 20 years old, just sold for $23 million to a cattle rancher in Texas. And he sells organic milk. Must be a health food. And that house, if you tore that down right now, put up one of those boxes, you could probably double your money. Now you can look up these houses on the Broward Property Appraiser website. You click on the map, you click on a house, sometimes you get lucky. Something interesting. I looked up this little shanty house. See the tiny little place with the metal $2 million. Hey, shoppers, you might appreciate the Coles family. Coles department stores in Wisconsin. You know, Mr. Cole had that house built in the home he loved in Tuscany. He was so happy with the results, he gave his realtor some Coles cash. Our Rolls Royce is the 10. Looks like over $5,000. Alright guys, here's another spec house. 3-story house coming up on the left, expecting to get rich quick. They certainly will if they get $50 million for that place. That's the price tag. 5 Not your style? Built this house for his mother on the right here. Took him a long time. That's got poured cement walls, hurricane windows. She'll be safe in the next hurricane. You know, Bruce gave up his job at the pharmacy in Minneapolis. Started his own company, Paddock Laboratories, generic drugs. Ended up selling the company for $500 million. Oh my gosh, what are they doing up here? We're walking around in the water over here. When Captain Glenn says he's going to the island, I know he means beer can island, right, Glenn? Yeah, Fort Lauderdale is made up of 170 miles of waterways and thousands of sandbars. Like a movie set. This guy's in showbiz, movie producer Barry Minoff. Oh my gosh, look at this guy with the red hat. He's giving you the bird. Those seagulls look so real, don't they? Those aren't cheap backyard ornaments. That's Stuart Johnson's work. He's a world-renowned sculptor. In the newspaper when they're tearing the tree out, tearing the house out. 100 years ago, there was a tomato farm there. Well, today all you do is put up the for sale sign. They just sold that lot to one person for $42 million. Can you imagine what kind of house they're going to build there?
See the house on the right-hand side with the brown roof and that boat on the left? Belongs to Dick Gingling Brewery out of Pottsville, PA. America's oldest brewery. Lauderdale Yacht Club on the right-hand side, Fort Lauderdale's oldest and richest yacht club. See some young sailors out there brushing up on their skills. And that big White House on the right-hand side belongs to the Curtis family. They have a company called Janus International, and it's one of America's largest self-storage companies. You know, they bought the house next door for $12 million, had that house torn down, so they have a spot to tie up their boat so it wouldn't wreck their view. Nice. Do we have anyone from Canada on board? Any Canadians? No? Nancy. Have a number of boats out today, and we're running on a 45-minute schedule. Shouldn't be a wait longer than 45 minutes for a boat. And the house on the right-hand side with the blue windows belongs to Paulie Hansen. He's in the Hansen family. They have a company called Winnebago, I guess you can call those land yachts. Store here. So great t-shirts too. Anybody? Anybody getting off here? See the kids have their shrimp? Anybody?
Just go down and reach for the number out here. Thank you.
I can see the Hollywood Express boat coming in right now, guys. Same ticket. Go to Margaritaville. We've got 2 pools, lowrider, resort shops, 7 bars and restaurants right below the boardwalk there on Hollywood Beach. We'll be leaving here at 3 o'clock. The 17th Street Causeway, closest stop for the airport, Port Everglades, Convention Center, brand new Hotel Omni, 7 bars and restaurants, roof deck with a view of the port called the Ibis, sports bar, Fair Catch. Over here at the Hilton, how about the Olive and Sea Sky Restaurant here? Opening at 3 o'clock. Show your ticket, you order an entree, you get a free glass of wine or a draft beer. And look at this, guys, right out of the showroom. 2026 Fetchit, the Rolls-Royce of yachts. Right down the street, there's about 20 restaurants here around the corner. The Boatyard, restaurant on the water, Kelly's Landing, very popular. Put your new crew on. If you enjoyed the trip, consider a tip.
This is stop number 4 in the Hollywood Connection.
They were reading yesterday, but
Well, yeah, but it's right along there.
yeah, this boat's always cool.